Hello, lady loves. Welcome to Empower Portal membership. You are in the crystal clear 7-day workshop program thingy, whatever you want to call it, and you are in Heart Chakra Day. So welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for being here and choosing you and really stepping up into the woman that you're here to be. Depending on if you've listened to the other recordings, we're going to go through it. I'm going to teach you what we're going to talk about today. So chakras are energetic centers inside of our bodies. And what chakras do is they basically create our outer reality by how they're functioning inside of us. So the heart chakra, anatomically, is in our chest, the sides of the body, and our upper back, right? The heart area. And it is where we love. It's love. And the affirmation for it is, I love. I love, I love, I love. And in our lives, our heart chakra is our people, our relationships with ourselves, our relationship with our colleagues, our relationship with the people we love, our family members, our partners, our cousins, our friends, our everything, relationships. And in each power portal, there are two different expressions of the power portal, a masculine expression and a feminine expression. And doesn't mean man or woman. It means masculine is more stable, more foundational, more structured, more like by time, by date. And when you look at the feminine really likes to be an ebb and in flow and creative and feel. So these two marry in the middle to create your outer reality. So the masculine expression in this particular chakra would be anything that you do in relationship. So if you go out to have a date with your partner, if you go see friends, if you go out with yourself, any relationship, if you have a conversation with your boss, how you communicate with your boss, like all of the doing when it comes to your relationships. Are you hanging out with people that you really like to be around? Are you hanging out with people that you don't like to be around? Like how are you fueling the center? Because everything is an energy in and energy out. And let's say you are going out with this group of friends all the time and you don't like them anymore. Maybe you've outgrown that group of friends. Many of us experience that in our 20s and our 30s where we've been in one style of life, or lifestyle, let's say like partying, and then we slowly transition and some of the friends around us don't travel with us. So eventually we either have to decide, do I want to stay the same in this vibration, or do I want to keep moving on? And maybe those relationships aren't serving you anymore. So this is the kind of conversation we're going to have today. So masculine, doing, output. What are you doing to feel good in your relationships? And we are social beings. We are connected. We need to be social. So the people you surround yourself by, it's important. They're part of who you are. Now, when you look at the feminine side of it, it's more of how you feel. How do you feel in your relationships? Do you feel good in the relationships? Do you feel bad in the relationships? Do you feel like it's an equal energy exchange? Do you feel like you can speak up? Like how do you feel in them? How do you want to show up in your relationships? Moving from more of that feeling place. Now in the Empower corner of the internet, I've created 7 archetypes for the chakras so that women can really feel the energy inside of the body. And this one is the nurturer. This one's the nurturer. So if you were to depict a nurturer for yourself, what would that look like? How would you like to nurture your relationships? How would you like to nurture yourself? How would you like to nurture your communication? How would you like to nurture this? So what you're going to do is look at your energy, look at your life right now, and ignore the masculine for now. Ignore the doing. I want you to step out of that. We all do so much already, right? We like to check things off lists. We like to go with, we just like to go. Now, I want you to go over here to the vision. And I want you to work from a heart place and ask yourself, who do I desire to be as a nurturer? And this includes with yourself. So if you're a mom, or if you have kids, or if you want to be a mom, like you'd never tell your kid, be like, hang out with those friends even if you don't want to. Hang out with those friends even if you hate them, right? So as an adult, we get to give that back to ourselves, be like, you know what, Erin? That group of friends is just not making me feel my best. And I know it's going to be hard, but let's just distance ourselves a little bit. Or maybe let's set boundaries. Or maybe let's suggest other activities instead of the bar, right? Starting to play with shifting the vibration of what exists inside of your relationships. So over here in the feminine, ask yourself, how do I want to feel in my relationships? How do I currently feel in my relationships? Where do I want that to shift a little bit? You can even dissect different relationships. If you have main relationships and like acquaintances, or maybe you have people you want to get to know more, right? Who do you want to be here? And I want you to ask yourself the deeper questions when it comes to being in relationship. And they sound something like this. How do I want my conversations to feel in relationship? And if I were to answer for myself, it would be empowered and confident in me. And sometimes empowered and confident in me isn't always what they want, right? So you're really looking at this whole picture of who do you want to be in relationship with your bosses, with your people, with your that. Then you look at that, you're like, boom, nailed it, dreams, vision, all ready to go. And then you go over to the masculine and you go, okay, how am I going to make this happen? Okay, I've said yes to too many things on my agenda. Take them off. Be like, oh, I can't hang out with you, and I can't hang out with you, and I can't hang out with you. Like, clear your schedule. If that looks like wanting to have a conversation with your boss because let's say they're maybe not giving you the recognition you want at work or that you really crave at work, like, what are you going to do about it? Are you going to sit there and you're going to be in victim mode and be like, why me? Or are you going to be like, hey, do you mind if I have a conversation with you? I'm not feeling really great in this relationship right now, and I just want to talk about it. Can we just clear it? And usually a conversation like that usually clears it. If it's addressed with people that can have these conversations with you, and I'm hoping that you are around people that you can. If you're not, come hang out with me in my circle. We got you. So being able to be like, hey, I don't feel good. And being okay with not feeling good and expressing it so that you can feel good, right? So this could also look like relationships, like romantic partners. How are you feeling? Are you being fulfilled in all the ways that you want to be fulfilled? Are you having those conversations? Are you feeling too shy, too scared? I know I've gone through phases in my partnership where I felt like I couldn't speak up and my heart used to kind of start to be like this, right? You just kind of start to feel small when you're in these intimate relationships and can't express what's on your heart. So the nurturer in you is taking care of the people the way you want to take care of, but also back at you. So look at the masculine, take your action, make your moves so that you can start to elevate how this feels. Because if you're surrounding yourself once again by people you don't like, that's the energy that you're bringing into this portal. Yeah? So when the portal is spinning and open and bright and airy, and we want that. But when you're filling it with all this energy you don't want, the wheel, the spinning wheel, starts to slow down, starts to close. And then the heart closes off, and we don't want that. We want your heart open to the world, but first you have to be open to your own desires and how you want that to feel. Okay? Now, I love, it's the affirmation, I think we chatted about that earlier. I love, so you can use that I love me, I love, I am love, really bringing that vibration into the body. And if you're going to be doing it anatomically, if you want to open up this part of your body, because think about it, we're really tight in our shoulders, which energetically, like, if I were to be teaching the class like this, like, would this feel good for you? Does this feel good? Like, does this feel like, hey guys, like, I really love what I do, and like the body language says it all. Nice and open, letting your muscles in your body open. It's like, hey guys, I'm here. I'm in an open state. I'm here. We can receive each other's energy. Whereas if I'm like this, it's like, right? So heart openers. You can clasp your hands behind you, open the chest. You can spend some time in a supported fish with blocks under your body. You can do arm against the wall and open the chest like this. You can do so many things to open the heart. So looking for heart opening classes if you're like, ooh, I need to work on this power portal. Go get in your body so you can work on the power portal. Don't just work from your mind. Feminine is your energy, and when you embody it is embodiment. The doing is the masculine. The doing is the mind. And we do so much, I want you to move to these two more. Okay? So with that, is there anything else I want to share with this piece? Yes. So if you are an entrepreneur or a budding entrepreneur or woman in business, or you're a healer, you're a guide, you're a teacher, you're a coach, and you're trying to create a life with your gift, it's important we have this power portal open too, because this is what connects us to our mission. So I have a crystal clear program all for entrepreneurs. We're not going to dive into that right now because we're just hitting the surface foundation, and you got to do foundation before you scale up, right? But I'm going to let you know, if your heart is closed in your relationships, in your life, your mission in your business. So for example, my mission is to help as many women on this planet feel as empowered as possible. That's my mission. And if I'm closed, I can't fulfill my mission because I'm not moving from my heart anymore. I'm moving from my head because I think that I have to. So if my heart's not open and in it, the message isn't going to be received the way I really desire to. So again, this is the foundational work to start to really build the aligned body-based business. And I'm not about that like, okay, work hard, fuck up your body all the way. Like, no, I want you to work hard, yes. But also remember that your body is the piece that's working for you. So in body-based brand strategy, which I teach, body first. And this is what it is. This is what's up. Understanding how your vehicle actually works in the world and how you interact and how you are a part of creating what's around you. So now I want to tap into a little meditation here. Wherever you are, you can sit up nice and tall. Hands can come down on your lap, or they could even come onto your heart, whatever feels better. And then once you land, you can close down your eyes, soften them if that's better for you. Relax through your shoulders. And start to breathe deeply into the heart space, the space behind your heart. Breathing in through the nose, feeling the belly expand, the ribs expand, the chest fill. And then exhaling, feeling your sit bones press down, rooted into your heart portal. And keep moving like that, in and out, up and down. There's something really special about the heart portal, and it's the bridge between our earth chakras and our higher vibrational chakras. So when we get organized in our earth chakras, our root, our sacral, and our solar plex, those are really basic need, feelings, safety, security, confidence. And then when we have that covered, when we're anchored into all of that, we meet the heart. We can then tap into doing our passion, doing our purpose, doing our dharma. And then when we tap into the heart, we start to take it up to the higher chakras, which we'll get into the later videos. But the heart is the bridge. So as you hold your heart, I want you to imagine the color emerald green. It's the color that represents the heart chakra. Sometimes pink is, but generally it's emerald green. And I want you to imagine there is an emerald green crystal in the center of your chest. This visualization is going to be a little different than the others. I want you to imagine the emerald green behind the space of the heart. And I want you to imagine that that green emerald is shining in all directions. In all directions out from your chest. And I want you to imagine that that emerald green crystal can start to shine outside of you as far as you want it to. So starting to feel your heart open to possibility, to love, deeper intimacy, the nurturing, start to feel it radiate outwards, starting to grow, almost imagining like your whole heart chakra, sides, back, front, are turning this color. You can imagine that there. If you're starting to feel a little more, maybe you even rock side to side while you hold your heart. Our heart is very tender. And sometimes we close it at a really young age. Depending on what your life experience is, be gentle. And I just want you to allow your heart to shine here in a safe space with me in this virtual cocoon. Every inhale, imagining the bright light getting bigger and brighter inside. And every exhale, allowing yourself to trust what you're feeling. 2 more breaths like that, holding yourself in your power, your nurturer power. As women, we have this is a huge gift of ours. We see people, we love people. If you want to continue here, you're welcome to pause me and keep going. If you want to move on with your day, you might start to bring a little bit of movement back into your body, knowing that that emerald green crystal inside of you is always there. You can come back to that. Maybe you move the body a little bit, the head, the neck. How are we feeling? Go slow. If you went in there deep with me, thank you so much for being here, for showing up for you. The light in me sees the light in you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, and have the best day wherever you are.